I can't even believe it's real. I couldn't imagine being a ref involved in it. This was months ago.
Yeah.
But like anyone who watched it that thought it was real, I don't know if we could even.
I mean, I saw it and I knew immediately. I was just
immediately.
Like, what the fuck is
this? Let's not turn really arm wrestling into WWE. I do not like what I saw there.
No. Oh, it was rough to watch.
Yeah.
And like we said a couple podcasts ago, I'm always going to call people out on fuckery because I just don't believe in this shit. Hey guys, want to introduce you to one of our affiliate sponsors, Pharma. Pharma is a supplement company. I think they make great supplements. I've been using their stimulant version pre-workout, Edge of Insanity. This is blue lemonade flavor. I also have the non-stim pump only Venerade. So it's called Edge of Pump. Fantastic. Both of these will give you extreme focus. Edge of Insanity will actually bring you to the edge of insanity. I wouldn't take this anywhere near 4 hours before you go to bed, or you're gonna be sitting there thinking about how you can take the world over off of the edge of insanity. We have a 20% affiliate code, and you should hit their website up, psychopharma.com. You'll be supporting us, and you'll be getting the craziest pumps of your life. Hey everybody, just wanted to take a moment to introduce you to Tier, one of our affiliate sponsors. I found Tier looking for some cross-training shoes, a nice, comfortable, but supportive and stable shoe that I can use for weightlifting and competing. These CXT1s are the best shoe on the market. Heel support is fantastic, the midsole support is fantastic, and the toe box is awesome. Plenty of room to move your toes out so that you can create the best base possible for when you're lifting. These are super comfortable. I find myself wearing these all day long and forgetting to take them off because of that comfort. www.tier.com. We have a 20% off discount code that you can use. I believe that the most important part is your feet on the ground. So you want to have something that has a lot of grip, but is also stable and allows you to move with agility. CXT1s get you a pair. All right, we're back. Flash Pin episode 16.
What's up?
We're missing one of our people, Sky. R.I.P. No, she has some other stuff to do. Yeah,
she's dead into some books right now.
Good working, getting that schooling done. Very good. So we're just gonna get right into it.
Yeah.
East vs. West 16 just happened.
Yes, sir.
It was pretty good. I think.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
I actually loved the way they filmed it.
The crowd was like,
oh my god,
I thought it was absolutely perfect.
That was the best production. Yeah. Yep. You know, I mean, that's what we should expect.
Right, zero question. Yeah. It's the best.
The best.
Yet
100%.
The visual, everything that was set up. Yeah.
Camera angles and everything.
Yeah, the stage was high.
I would really like
to see
a camera angle that gets much closer to the
hand.
Yeah. So when like Devin and Gennady are going at it, you're really seeing some of the nuance that's happening.
Right.
I felt like they took that away, but it was good. It was great.
Yeah, I think they'll get better with it, I'm sure. Just like anything with practice. You know, I'm sure it looks like some of the guys that are filming are not arm wrestlers, so they might not be comfortable like how close to get and where people actually care.
They put everyone in the frame.
Right. So it's like, I get that. Like if you're used to filming normal things, it's like you want everything in the frame, right? But with this, it's like most people want to see the hands. We want to see what's going on here, maybe to the shoulder. But yeah, it was great. There was a Reddit mega thread on East vs. West 16. Everybody hated it. They were like, this was the worst filmed one. That camera angles were shit. Everybody was shitting on Travis Bajan. They were like, get him out of there, mute him, like all this.
And I love Travis.
He's the one that brings the energy. Yeah,
commentator in all of arm wrestling.
Yeah, I think he's great.
In my opinion. Next to Neil Pickup.
I mean, him with Neil, like what more can you ask for?
What does he want?
I mean, there are times where he mispronounces people's names, which I think, I think he should tighten up on that. But like, we all know that's what he does. Like, that's just him, you know. So
funny.
And he's funny.
He's the comic relief. He's the comic relief.
Right.
Like, let him mess up a name. It's okay.
Yeah.
We would all mess up that fucking name.
Right.
Yeah, I think he does great too. But some of us would try harder.
I would definitely be like, how do you pronounce all these names? Just to do them all justice.
But I'm with you. Like, I think that is part of his gig. He's funny, and
that's his thing.
I'd kind of like to know. Like, I'd like to see the heirs of people that complain about it.
You can't, because Reddit's anonymous.
Yeah, and it's full of anonymous.
Yeah. Non-arm wrestlers, exactly. Anyway, first match, Stoyan Golimanov and Vaso Datushvili.
Man, I feel like you did that great.
Or Datashvili.
I feel like Travis would be like, Datashvili.
I think that was literally the only names that he messed up.
Yeah.
Those are the only names that he truly messed up. So whoever,
I feel like there were more, but this thing was long as hell, like everything else.
And that could be an okay complaint. I would still complain.
Yeah, but nobody complained about the length.
Wow.
And I was like,
can we just?
If there's anything to complain about, it was the end and how long it was. That's it.
And the weird thing with Levon at the end.
That's the end.
Yeah. I don't understand.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
So Stoyan and Vaso.
Yeah. So that was a great match. Stoyan was able to take the hand. Vaso had really good back pressure. But I think Stoyan just had way too much side pronation. And technically he was just like,
open them up.
Great.
I don't know either guy enough to even have had a prediction.
Yeah.
In the hand is the story of the.
Yeah, apparently Stoyan, he goes way back. I mean, he's crushed a lot of like guys that we know, John, I think is one of them.
One of the big ones.
The guy's been in the sport for a long time.
Yeah.
Like a lot of athletes, at least arm wrestlers, he, took a little bit of a hiatus. And Eastern Europeans put so much time and effort into the sport that I can understand how you can just kind of, at least for them, kind of walk away.
Right.
I don't understand how you're in the sport 3 to 5 years and say I'm going to retire.
I mean, he's also Bulgarian, so those guys,
exactly.
They can walk away for 15
training.
years and come back and smash,
exactly.
So. That's cool.
Match 2 went exactly as I saw it go.
Yeah, Bacho and Brad. I thought it was a mismatch from when I read it. I was like, God, I don't like. Why would they give Brad this match?
Yeah,
I get it. Brad's strong, great, whatever. Bacho's on another level.
Yeah,
like
clearly,
completely different.
And Brad is fantastic.
Yeah.
But Bacho is another world.
A whole nother world.
Yeah. Again, it just goes to show the levels. Eastern Europeans, how much time and effort. And
from a young age
that they put
from
in.
A young
well, I would say from a young age, but continue to do it. That's the thing. Is like as much as these guys have been doing it from an infancy, but they continue to evolve and they continue to train every app. Like when you see those Georgians train, they're training everything. They're not just training.
That's what I'm saying. And those from a young age, those kids are exposed to the guys at the top. And I'm watching them train in that I'm watching them train in that gym. That gym is 90% of that gym is a mat. That's like a sambo or wrestling gym. And then they have this small little section for weightlifting. And they come in there and I see these kids 14, 13 years old. I can't tell how much weight they're doing,
lifting, but like
they're
90 pounds.
They're in there training hard, and then they get to pull with Bacho.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What is that? Good luck. Good luck. That's all I got to say.
Seriously. In North America, we don't have any gyms that are full of young dudes doing that.
None at all, and it's sad. It's sad. I hope that we change that. That's one of our missions at Flashpin is to change the North American scene on arm wrestling, get more kids into it. That's ultimately what's going to grow in the sport.
You got to adjust the perspective.
It's not whoever's in the sport now. It's not the top North American athletes. We need to get kids into this, and we need to promote those kids so that we can keep getting this growing. For Brad, I don't know what's next for him. We had a bunch of 105s on this card, so I'd
like to see Brad and Frank Lamparelli.
Okay, that's the next match we can go
Frank
over.
And Sergey.
Yeah, Sergey.
Yeah. I mean,
Frank and Sergey.
Yeah, maybe.
Sergey's great.
Yeah,
Love
he's
that
awesome.
guy.
Sergey's great.
Yeah.
One of my favorite arm wrestlers.
A guy that you see just continue to train. Just like
he has a
maniacal.
great attitude, man. He's
exactly.
super nice. And he's just training, eating.
Yeah.
I watch his vlogs and he's eating exactly. He fucking measures everything out.
He's like super heavyweights a little too much. Let's just go down. And I think
and he looked great. His condition was fantastic.
Yeah, he made Frank look really easy.
Yeah.
Really easy.
Yeah, he showed that. I mean, he's definitely top 5 at that weight.
Absolutely.
100%. Which
Frank is no joke.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah, Frank's no joke.
That 105, that's a serious little group of people right there.
Bacho and Sergey.
Bro.
That might be fun.
That might be super fun.
That sounds even better. That sounds really good.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
That's probably
throw
next.
Those winners and throw those losers.
Yeah,
yes.
X that right there.
Frank and Brad, Bacho and Sergey. Stoyan. I mean, maybe Stoyan.
I think you give Stoyan
Brad and Vaso. Let's do Brad and Vaso. Right?
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
That might
probably
be better.
Makes more sense.
Yeah. I think Frank again might have too much.
Yeah.
For Brad.
I think, and these are the things that has to happen fairly fast and talked about to help make East versus West like a league.
Right, 100%.
You can see these guys who's gone against who.
Right.
You're a part of this league.
So that's one of the great things that UFC does, right? Like they have these post shows.
Yeah.
And they talk about it. And then they have like a next day show and it's like, oh man, these are the results of it. Man, what about this and that? Oh, this would be, have these commentators go back and forth, talk about it. Why is East versus West not doing that? I don't know. But
I think
it is
will, but it's just they're still
but
so
I feel like
they could throw a podcast together in 5 seconds
immediately, and it would be insane.
We would all check it out.
Everybody would be checking in.
Yeah.
Monday morning, boom. Here's the East versus West, highlight or whatever, and they just go through all the matches, who they think there should be next. Have Travis on there, have Neil on there. These guys, Ray. They know. Have Ray. Probably more Ray and Neil because I think they keep up with everyone more than anyone else.
Yeah,
agreed. Absolutely.
Kardecha and Daika.
I did not see this coming.
I kind of felt this was going to happen.
I was 50-50.
I kind of, but it was like in my mind, I was just like, that is so crazy. But
I thought Kardecha was going to have too much height and too much hand. That he was going to be able to come crashing down and be big.
He doesn't have enough back for Dadakan's side. That's the way I saw it. I was like, he doesn't have enough.
I mean, at one point,
I thought Dadakan's back was crazy.
Dadakan took it to here and then went all
the way across.
I was like, okay.
But without losing his, he kept, that's why I was saying, his back pressure seemed
but
nuts. But his side was also just like.
And because I thought of Todd. I thought of him and Todd. And to me, that was like, that was superior strength when he beat Todd.
Yeah.
Because he outside the side master.
Right.
So I was like, I think he just might beat Kardecha.
Yeah, wow. I was 50-50, but obviously root for Daddy Guy is one of my favorites. And when I lost my mind,
what did David weigh?
I don't remember.
Man,
I don't remember. Well, he was pretty big.
270?
I just feel like he could become
he can.
Like a 242 guy. Fast.
Easily.
But I think he just likes that size.
Yeah, he wants to be big.
Yeah.
Which go for him.
But you're right.
I'm happy to see him now and anybody.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That shit was out of control.
Yeah.
He seemed so fucking strong and dominant. I was like, this is another level.
When I saw him too, I was like, the confidence.
Yeah.
Like I looked at him, I was like, oh, his confidence is at 1,000 right now.
Little caveat, I want to put a little asterisk in this, just for people's brains. We talked about before how the bigger guys probably need a bigger table. Do you think there would be a difference if that table was a little bit bigger? So Kardecha arm wrestles the way he has to because of the size of the table. I bet you if the table was bigger, he would not arm wrestle the way he does. Do you think that would make a difference at all?
I don't know.
I don't either. I'm just putting it out there.
I think that I'm the perfect height for the current table.
Yeah.
Like
when you can get right in there, you feel connected. He is always
within a couple inches of each other.
Yeah.
And we can all be at the table.
Yeah, but then when
even like Billy.
Yeah.
Billy is what, 6'4"?
Yeah, easy.
He starts to have to really spread his legs.
Yeah, and get away from it.
It's like the table. Be interesting if the table could rise.
Yeah.
But, you'd have to match the shorter guy, right? You wouldn't want one guy down here like this.
Right, that's the problem. I don't know if they could, if you could make each side of the table a different level, and then you would raise the pin pads so that they would match.
That's interesting.
Or something, you know what I mean? Something like that.
There's a lot going on.
The first thing that Brian Shaw said was like, man, this table is fucking small.
Tiny.
And it's like, we're a fucking giant.
Yeah.
But also, man, you're right.
You're kind of right.
There is a problem there.
You absolutely see it with Kardeccia.
100%.
Yeah.
I've been on a table with Kardeccia and holding his hand on it, you're like, he's wider than that. You have to be so uncomfortable. I'm over here cruising.
He's pinching nerves.
And he's he starts close, but then when he's going towards the pin pad, he's like away from the table because he needs room to move his arms.
Hips out.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder if it was a little bit bigger, if it would, I don't know, maybe not, maybe. It's hard to say. I just always think about shit like that.
It's tough when the biggest guy is the champion.
Yeah.
Because he also makes the table look small.
That's true too.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Keep on.
Wow, Malin and Fia.
Oh,
this was good.
That was good.
Two homies going at it.
Yeah.
This was a great match.
Yeah, it was.
The intensity from these girls was awesome.
I think they all kind of knew Fia was.
Mm-hmm. I was like, Fia's.
Fia, I think, is the only person in East versus West history to have titles on both hands.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yep.
That's pretty
right
awesome.
and left. She just got the right hand.
Yeah.
I love this next match. It was Daniel and Oleg.
Yeah. This was
the proof in the pudding of sometimes size matters.
100%.
I mean, Jesus. He was just able to go and boom. The back pressure was way too much.
Too much. Well, Daniel, even from like you said, like from the setup, basically.
Yeah.
Like it was like Daniel.
Way too much size.
He looked like he was trying to figure out how he could go first.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me putting it out there because after the first round, I was like, he can't sit there and wait.
No.
He's going to get fucking smoked. Yeah. But it was just, there was domination.
It's the hand too. Yeah. That hand is, so weird. I can only imagine.
His fingers are like, they're spread out much wider than everybody else's. So he can get like a full, no matter
it's
what.
Like the bone structure.
Right.
Has to be weird to hold on to.
It is. His whole hand has to be like,
down there.
It's like this much wider.
And then like to move his brachialis or his two brachialis. I don't know. It looks like a double brachialis. Like you have to go around that.
Right.
However you're going to arm wrestle him, can't be this way.
No.
Yeah, you have to be able to jab it and bust it.
But you got to put him on his bicep. Yeah, he was too small.
I think only person that could possibly give him a match is Artur, the guy.
Oh, the other guy. Yeah.
On the right hand on that weight category. So that would be cool.
Yep, I'm in to see that.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, they both have those weird hands. Artur has that weird mitt on him.
Is it on the right or the left?
I think he has it on both.
Oh, really?
I think he has both.
Does Bet Keeley compete on the left?
I believe so.
I'd like to see that too.
Yeah.
Those two?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Keeley
I wonder what he weighed.
Down, I believe though, right?
Yeah, or Oleg go up.
Just go up.
Yeah.
But they already went right. So no, they already went left. Bet Keeley and Oleg already went left.
Did
Bet Keeley beat him.
And Bet Keeley beat him. Yes.
Interesting.
And Oleg went up for that.
Yeah, he went up.
Yeah. I remember. And I remember thinking size matters during that match.
Mm-hmm.
Because Oleg everywhere else is small.
Yeah.
Right. The size definitely showed that it's always better to be bigger.
How do we feel about Oleg, Petrenko, and
Bro.
Oh my goodness.
This was crazy, right?
This
crazy,
was
man.
I mean, I really like Bet Keeley.
Me too.
But man, you look at Oleg. As soon as I saw Oleg, I was
like, oh, he found it. He found his niche.
Dude, and he looked like more like Paul Lynn.
Yeah.
Like he came in jacked.
Yeah.
It was like, this is where you're supposed to be.
Right.
You're not supposed to be pulling any heavier than this.
Right.
No.
This is
the perfect size. This is his champ. This is where he should be for sure.
Yes.
And he's gonna hone that in even more, which is very exciting to think about. You know.
After that match, it makes me want to see him and like Zurab.
Ooh.
Because they're gonna
bang right in. Yeah, but the thing with Petrenko is that Petrenko has the ability to open them up.
His pronation is crazy.
Really good.
Yeah, Zurab.
I mean, we didn't see it with the Devin match. But Devin's just his shit is just so good.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna see anybody beat Devin through pronation.
No, not at all.
Right?
I think he tries to.
Anybody who beats him is just more like side pressure and put it out.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a crazy, like a mask pressure. Right. Going to beat him.
No. Great match. Next match.
Crazy.
Michael Todd, Hermes Gasparini.
I have so much to say about this. Woo! So I was definitely going for Michael, of course. USA all the way. Oh, Michael. It was just too much complaining. You know, in my opinion, it was a lot of complaining. And I was just like, dude,
as soon as he starts that, I'm like,
it's over.
That's it. He started smiling.
And then he does some stuff where he gets really nice to the opponent.
Yeah.
He'll be like, come on. Yeah. And you're like,
oh no.
Conceded.
Yeah.
Because when he doesn't lose, he's just fucking.
Yeah, he's the monster. He's the monster.
Right.
He's the monster. Right. And then when he doesn't, it's like, dude, you got to keep the monster. You can't go from monster to baby.
Monster. Yeah.
You can't go from monster to baby. I got mad respect for Michael Todd. But it was just like, dude, just hang it up. It's okay. Like Hermes is clearly stronger.
Yeah. I would have loved to have seen him just dive a different lane for fun.
Yeah.
Just go straight for the press off the bat and lose with it. It's okay.
He tried it, but Hermes adjusted.
Yeah. And when
I hate to glaze the Europeans, but those guys train correctly.
Yeah,
man. He built a tool.
Literally hit up.
And it worked.
He calls it the Todd pipe,
and it worked.
He said Todd Hutchings sent him the plans or whatever.
Yeah,
he used that. He spent a lot of time on that motherfucker.
Yeah,
along with his regular training.
Yeah,
because he was like, I want to beat this shit.
Yeah.
Now we all know, right? Now I guess people could say, everybody could stop complaining about the King's move. Whatever. That motherfucker we know is strong as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, he stopped LeBron with back pressure. He crushed through Michael Todd's freaking uncrushable by pure power.
Dude,
but he really wrote the book on it, right?
Yeah.
Because now when I get on a table with people who get into that position, for me, it is not this way.
No.
It's, let me take you back over.
Yep.
And rip back through. Oh, we can go there again.
Yeah.
Okay, you're there again. Let me take you back over as you try and bring your offense back.
Right.
I'm going to get further out and go again. Man.
It seemed it was more like almost like a flop, but it more like a straight wrist, and he was just like kind of
Yep, and then we go back and test it.
It was going further, pushing them further away instead of straight down.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he was like making him as Michael was going. He's like, "Yep, I'm gonna follow you there," so that you cannot try to because you can't. We all know with the King's move, they cannot pin you from there.
No.
They have to come back and bring it back some way. You cannot. How the fuck do you pin somebody from here?
Yeah,
you
completely
cannot.
Defensively.
So I think Army showed us, get it to your side and then wait. Be patient.
Be patient.
Test the waters, like you were saying.
I think the other thing that was key was, man, his hand control was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Holy
shit. He would immediately. Just come back this way,
and he was
climb, go back over and work.
Yeah.
Find the spot.
Oh, man.
Around, go back, climb,
And he thought that match was going to go way longer than.
I bet you he did.
And you know what? He had a tough time.
Yeah, it was tough. It's still hard.
Because he did look afterward like he had been through hell.
Yeah.
And while watching it, I was like, oh man, does MMT have anything for him? And he got done, and it was like, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot to pressure through that move for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hats off to Hermes.
Yeah, Hermes.
I think he's the guy.
He
is the guy, and I think with even more, I think he's going about it so intelligently. He's like, let Vitaly go against Levon. I'm going to go against. Who is he thinking about going against?
I think he's taking it off.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's going to take it off. I think they're going to give it to Vitaly.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I think they're going to give Vitaly Levon.
He's going to generate way more back pressure, and I think that's the key for him to beat Levon. Is getting way more back pressure. His hand looks fucking
We just
amazing.
have to see.
I don't think he beats Levon.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. That's the only way.
But
I think
it's possible.
Yeah. I think Vitaly has a better chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the hand and the lever size for Vitaly is a special tool against Levon.
Yeah.
Is it enough?
I feel like they're close, though.
They're close.
Yeah,
and after the Morozov, all right, we'll get on. Let's go to the next one because we're going to start bleeding into the other ones. Todd Hutchings and Irakli.
Yes.
My favorite match of the night.
Sick.
Yes.
Sick.
I mean, it was. Todd was just knew. He just knew.
He's a special man.
Yeah. He's the man.
Yeah.
He top rolls. He also kings move.
Yeah.
He gets crazy. But he essentially busted his hand. That was like, that wasn't supposed to
happen. And he keeps on telling everyone, I'm working on my fucking hand.
Yeah.
He's like, what did he say? It took me 25 years in order to develop a good hand. And he's like, it's going to take me another 20 years to develop like a proficient top roll.
But he busted his hand.
Yeah.
And he just has this ability to go sideways and then understand static pressure and get static and sits on it. And
I don't even think it's static. I think it's like slow. It's just really slow, but it's the same amount of pressure the entire time. So he doesn't gas out because he's just like, this is how I do it. Yeah. And I apply.
But I think he gets that from static.
Like from doing statics.
Yeah.
His ability to hold that and maintain pressure is so crazy.
Well, it's the conjugate method as a whole. That's what it teaches you to do. You know, when you have your speed days and your power days.
But he's literally training his isometric every day. So at the end in the evenings, he's always doing that, which is
sure. But you're not doing that with side pressure. You're doing that with back pressure. You're doing
that's what he says too. He's just been working his back pressure.
So that's where you want isometric, right? Like everybody is telling me, like, this is arm wrestling. This is not arm wrestling, right?
Exactly.
So you want to make sure that you can keep that arm here, and then everything else needs to move. Everything else needs to be dynamic, and that's So it's a smart way to train. The isometric back pressure, whatever you want to call it, angle lock. That's probably the most important thing in this fucking sport. And he fucking showed it, and that was amazing. Shout out to Mr. Uncle Todd.
I mean, what a freak!
That was fucking awesome, man.
American hero.
Getting better and better.
That's the craziest part.
Man.
At his age, to get better and better.
Better and better. Awesome.
We will get to see when that stops.
Yeah, we will get to see when that stops. Yeah. For all of them, really.
Yeah.
Right? Like all these guys.
Someone like him, he really trains with the perfect method for the sport.
He does.
Clearly.
Yep.
And we'll get to see when the fall off happens. Right. There's an age that it has to happen. Mm-hmm. Or it doesn't. And we're wrong, and he's 70 and still going. 28-year-old.
It's that. I mean,
there's no way.
Yeah, I don't think that. But I still think like they'll probably institute like a master's at the elite level. Yeah, you know, once those guys get up there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to see Dennis.
Oh yeah.
Then it's Devin and Gennady.
Yep.
So I'll start this off with I went into this going, how dare they make this match 7 rounds where Devin is going to be full of shenanigans for 7 rounds. Like, come on, man.
That's a lot.
And sure as hell, we're 30 minutes into the match
and we
have not started arm wrestling.
In
So
I can't show that match to any single person outside of arm wrestling without them turning around and going, playing on their phone. I can't show them that match.
I played on my phone.
You see?
And I like arm wrestling.
Do you guys think it was because of Devin?
No. So let me get to that.
Okay. No. It's not all.
I want to get to that. All I want to say is, in the end of that, it still served up the 30 minutes before a match.
Yeah.
But in the end of it all, no. For me, I didn't think it was all Devin.
Yeah.
And I think Gennadi's shoulders were absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I'm yelling at the screen multiple points. Yeah. It was so frustrating. I mean, Devin is still doing what Devin does.
Yeah.
And Devin essentially is trying to get them to turn this into a set grip.
Yeah, start the match.
Like, let's just do a set grip and arm wrestle.
Yeah.
You know, Devin, I would love for them to do that. I am on your boat. Let's go.
Yeah.
But we're not doing that.
Yeah, the refs.
And there should be way more stringent fouling. And when you're in a ref's grip, if you go like this, they should foul you.
Yeah.
As soon as you're straight and you move, they should foul you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't see that.
I don't know that Devin would ever get in a match if that was the case.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
Because he knows it and he complies. But as soon as the ref moves his hands away, this is what you see. As soon as the ref moves his hands away, you can always see his shoulders just move back to where they were.
And it might be why Gennadi was just like,
so this is what I was going to say. It was definitely not all Devin. 100%. But this is not the first time that they've met.
Yeah.
Gennadi knows the fucking antics. And he's like, instead of me stressing out trying to get him to fight the way that I want him to fight, I'm going to do his shit too. Fuck it.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm going to be in there, you know, and then I'm going to complain too.
And it makes I think what happened is they would both get into a position that the refs didn't agree with, but they both were into it. And they're both going, let's go.
And the fucking refs.
And the refs.
So the funny thing is, they let Vitaly and Artem do whatever they wanted, and they started. That's the thing that I was crazy. Like, wait a second. There is no consistency. I mean, we already know there's no consistency.
We already know.
But like, literally the next match.
I am totally okay, though.
With the gentleman's agreement?
Fuck
yeah.
If they're both in a position they feel good about, let's let them fight, guys. Just look at each other and be like, you're okay? You're okay? Go.
And because we have imaginary lines of play in arm wrestling, it makes it hard to set rules based on that. That's why the gentleman's agreement,
for sure,
seems like it's a little bit better. You know, I mean, I can get way better. Like it'll go back and forth. Like I'm sure there's, going to be.
What if every match, instead of ready go, it was you get them generally good and you say, are you good? Are you good? And both guys go like that. Go.
I mean,
I would be interested in what a tournament would look like with that done.
That's like a UFC fight right there.
It is.
Are you ready? You ready?
Go. And then they bang. It might be interesting.
What if? No, I can't do that. But anyway, like, what if they just were here? And they were like, you just have to be close. And then they go. That would be so sick.
But it might end up too far
outside, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, it would be another way to do it. So, Devin looking strong.
Yeah.
I mean,
super. He looked amazing.
At the end, well, not even at the end. It was like round 5 or something.
Well, I mean, they're an hour into the match.
Crazy.
I think any of us would be tired an hour into the match. I think Devin beats Hermes still.
Yeah.
But I don't think Hermes has what it takes to beat Devin's style.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a better match for Hermes than Devin is Levon.
Crazy.
I know. But I also think Hermes is better against Levon than Devin.
Yeah.
I think it's a back pressure thing.
Yeah, I think Levon is everybody's anti-style, but everybody else has an anti-style to them. So it's...
Well, I think the other thing, too, why Hermes and Levon are such a good match is because they will both go into the grip evenly without any fuckery. Whereas Devin, he's just he's a master of trickery.
He's a master of wearing you down.
Yeah.
He is. He depends on his ability to go a long time. Not that I think he needed it. I would have loved to have just seen him after that first round. Go, okay, refs, I'm going to do whatever you want. We're just going to go right here. Yeah. Is everybody happy? Okay. And then and then pin him. Like, it would have just made my North American soul, right? Like, you are strong and you are badass.
Right.
Stop with the fuckery and just bring him in. He's not getting away from you. He's willing to go in with you.
Right.
Give us that match.
Right.
What we saw was a lot of skullduggery. Whether it was all him or not, it wasn't all him, and it was a lot of the fouls were ridiculous.
So stupid.
Like them fouling Devin and not fouling him was like poison to watch.
But this is what happens when you do what you
when
do.
You're known as
you have to you're digging your own grave. You're making your own bed.
It's pre-dug.
It's like, well, we all know what's going to happen here. It's going to be fuckery. It's going to be bad calls.
Yeah, it's like as a ref going into that, you can know I can foul Devin twice for nothing, and it's okay.
And it's all right.
Because he's going to give me something whether I see it or not.
Right.
Because he's going to be flipping.
He's going to be doing his thing. Shout out to Devin.
Yeah.
Great win. Vitaly Artem.
Crazy.
Man.
Yeah.
Artem, happen after that first round.
The first round, I was like,
his ability to hold with that back pressure was insane.
Artem held completely upside.
Yeah.
Like he stuck it in, and
he was talking shit too.
Yep.
Too.
What?
Like, I'm ready for this, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is a special human being. But stuck it in, and then is talking to him, and Vitaly is laid on him.
Yes.
And he's literally cranking into it. It was ugly.
And the funny thing is, Artem, people say it, and I believe it, he's been looked over a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So he kind of had something to prove here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, he did. He did have something to prove.
Yeah, people thought Vitaly was in a steamroll here.
Yeah.
That just wasn't the case, which is great.
He put his entire body on the line. Look at his arm. The crazy part is I think it fell apart in round 3, right? His arm fell apart.
Yeah.
And then had another round.
Yes. Yeah. He had 2 more rounds.
That's all insane.
And I was like,
yeah.
He went out like a fucking
warrior. You know,
I mean,
knowing that he was still injured.
He might not be the same after that.
I mean, he already had a big injury.
Or he gets better.
He already had a big injury.
Yeah.
And then he just injured it again.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Maybe
they put it back together.
He's
super crazy. Yeah. I don't know.
He's like 27, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. And then when you look at someone like Devin, look at Michael, you look at all these guys at the top level, they've all had like fucked up shit happen to them.
Super massive failures.
That guy, I think he just comes back stronger.
I think so too. I think so too. Especially,
and we don't know where he's at right-handed too.
Right. This is that was my thing. I was like, I think his right is a little bit better, and we don't know. I mean, if his left got there,
we'd like to see him against Gennady.
Yes. 100%.
That would be a good match.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a really good match.
Yep, right.
And I'm sure for him, the fight that he gave to Vitaly is going to be, probably #1 best top roller in the world. Yeah. And he held him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
That's super crazy.
Yeah. And the lever to go with that top roll, right? The ugliest one. Yeah. It's so much height crashing down, and he stuck it on the bicep. Dude, it made me want to train biceps so bad.
I think I typed it in the chat. I was like, I was like, that's it, training back pressure only.
Dude,
I mean, that's what they say.
Right.
Like all the Eastern Europeans, they don't even say I mean, Mendaugas has said it, where it's like, he's like, I don't even think it's more pronation. It's just back pressure.
But training it the right way. You know, he's like, well, when it comes to top rolling. But he's like, they all of them. All of them. They're always hammer curling.
We all should do whatever Mendaugas says.
Yeah. 100%.
For sure. Yeah, I think it's best pound for pound.
Like, he made like 3 videos a couple months ago, and now he's like ghosted again.
He does this.
He's off, and I'm like, I mean, his knowledge, the way that he just like gives you those little nuggets, and then he just.
And can I just say, That Arm Wars did Corey so dirty with the thumbnail. The thumbnail.
It's so funny.
What is it?
The match didn't go like that. Like, let's stop this now.
They did like 2 thumbnails of that.
That's crazy.
I was like,
how was it? What was it?
The thumbnail of the video is like this. This is
no. Dad moving him the whole time.
Yeah, it's like that wasn't the match.
That wasn't it. That wasn't it. They definitely did him dirty.
I hope Corey has said something.
That was a crazy match, though, for sure.
Yeah, it was good.
Crazy.
It's really good.
Artem was crazy.
Yeah.
Him and whoever is crazy. Who do we want him to pull next? Who's the guy?
Mendagas?
Yep.
I think you give him Artem.
He just beat Tom.
Arthur. I think you give him Arthur. Again. I think you give him Arthur again, or you do another rematch between him and Daniel.
He's killing Daniel.
I think he kills everybody.
I don't know. I mean, Daniel, he doesn't.
I would like to see. I'd like to see him pull Giannis. That's the match I'd like to see.
That would actually be a really good match. Yeah.
Him and Giannis at like 165.
Yeah. I think
the Jedi's too much.
No. Sorry. I think Mendagas is too much.
Wicked.
Yeah, I think Mendagas is too much. I think. I mean, I love Giannis, but I think
Giannis is bigger than him, right?
He's going down a little
He looks like he is.
Yeah. He's incredibly fit. And Mendagas isn't very big at all. But he just doesn't need to be.
He doesn't need to be.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Whatever he's got going on, we all need some of those goodies.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see.
Yeah, I think Giannis and Mendagas have talked about a match. I think they talked about a left-hand match.
It's a great East versus West match.
I think it'd be great. Yeah.
If you had to put him against a North American, who would it be?
Who, Giannis or
no?
Oh, Mendagas?
Yeah.
Dude.
It's gotta be like
one of our heavyweights.
Yeah, that would be the lightest guy that I would.
Yeah, I don't think we have anyone at. Yeah, no one. We need someone who's like.
I guess you could put him against Dimitri.
Dimitri who?
Dimitri out here. Dimitri, I'd be interested.
Maybe.
Well, because Dimitri can rep.
Yeah.
Rep Brent Rakers.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
And him and Artem was at least interesting.
That would be cool.
So that would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are 220-pound monsters.
Dude, that's so crazy.
That's crazy.
You can't find anyone for his 176 ass. He's probably even lighter than that. He's probably like 165 most of the time.
Who do you put against him at his weight? There's Nobody. Even near it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Because I would say Hunter would be interesting, but Hunter's getting blasted.
Oh, no way. You don't want to do that to Hunter yet.
Yep.
Is he even competing in East versus
West? He's in
West?
East versus West, yeah.
Is he? Oh, is he going to be at the card in Texas?
Yeah.
I wonder who's he going to go against.
I don't remember.
I'm so nervous for John though. He's
John
going against Yoshi. He's going against but dude, like after seeing Yoshi go against, I was like, holy shit, he still got it.
Yeah.
That guy still got it.
I mean, Yoshi's crazy. Yeah. Seeing John
screaming.
But yeah, it's going to get all of us off our feet, though. John's going to.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to make John win.
I hope so.
I think so.
I really hope so.
What were you searching for?
Mendagas and Giannis, because I thought they were going to have a match, and they were.
Talked about
it. East versus West 8, and then there was an injury.
Yeah.
But in 2015, they went against each other. Mendagas took his hand.
He's crazy.
And just said.
Was that with left or right?
That was on the right, I think.
Yeah, I think they talked about a left-hand match.
I just wanted to bring one other thing up. We were talking about right before the podcast. That's why I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah.
We were talking about fake arm wrestling matches. And I'm
man,
hoping
I'll be showing this on the screen.
Trey will throw it up there for everybody to see. But a legit fake match, I can't even believe it's real. I couldn't imagine being a ref involved in it. This was months ago.
Yeah.
But like anyone who watched it that thought it was real, I don't know if we could even.
I mean, I saw it and I knew immediately. I was just
immediately.
Like, what the fuck is
this?
Yeah,
let's not turn arm wrestling into WWE. I do not like what I saw there.
No. Oh, it was rough to watch.
And like we said a couple podcasts ago, I'm always going to call people out on fuckery because I just don't believe in this shit.
Yes.
So this is Global Elite Arm Wrestling, and it was Alex Krdecha versus some slap fighting champion.
Yeah,
I forget his name.
But some scrubby weird guy.
Yeah, and it was a clown show. I mean, they made it look like this guy's never trained arm wrestling before.
I mean, and it looked like Alex Krdecha overacting as hard as he could. He like gets him in a hook
and he starts shaking and lets the guy pin him.
Yeah, and literally like, and it was like, what? This doesn't even look close to real.
Yeah, for me too, I was a little bit like, why isn't any of the like big time names like calling this out at all?
Yeah, no one brought it up.
Like nobody's saying anything,
or even
it's like it's cool.
Crazy.
The other thing is like the athletes didn't say anything. About it. And I get it. Like people want a chance to go back on a show. People don't want to be blackballed or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't want to hear you say you want to grow arm wrestling if you're not going to call shit like that out.
Yeah.
100%. Like you're not trying to grow the sport if you allow things like that to happen.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's just crazy. Like everybody knows that would never be a match.
Yeah, I wonder if it was sold as a real match. Even I don't know.
I would imagine so. Like, what would be the point? It's not like they were like body slamming each other on the table.
Yeah, we're gonna have a funny match.
That's so
What was that?
Yeah. So
let's not do that, guys.
Well, please, no more of that bullshit. Which kind of leads to another weird thing was Levon versus Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that.
I don't know if they kind of hinted at it and talked about it, but never told Levon that it was real. No.
So Baxter and Engen and Serial put a video out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they said essentially it was completely out of Engen. He had nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Baxter, it was accidentally printed on a poster that they would have an exhibition match.
What?
Baxter then went to them and said, hey, this is accidental, but a lot of people want to see it. Do you guys mind doing the match? And Levon was like, well, I trained. I'm in no way prepared to have an arm wrestling match. And
I love that about Levon. He was just straight up.
Being his friend, he's like, I mean, I'll pull with Cyril. And Cyril and him, they know each other. They respect each other. And he's like, yeah, we'll just go like 50%. And they got on, and it looks like, according to these guys explaining it, that Cyril put a little more pressure than he was going to. Like he got carried away in the moment, and Levon let him pin him. And then they put it on the score bug, and Levon saw that in his hometown and got
freaking fired up. Of course.
You know.
He wasn't like pissed. He was just like, what are we
confused.
doing, guys?
He was
like,
confused.
What the fuck is the plan? I thought this was like, we're just going to like see where you're at. And then they got back on the table. And he was like, come on, let's just grip up. Like, I'll just hold you. We'll let you work, whatever. But it didn't look like Cyril wanted to do that. No. It looked like Cyril thought it was going to be like an actual exhibition match. And Levon was like, you know what? Fuck this. Good. I'm good.
Yeah, I feel this feels exactly set up-ish.
Yeah. It's why I put that video out the next day and was like, hey, we're all here to say I'm sorry. All right, Baxter, your turn. You say sorry.
No.
Baxter's like, yeah, I'm sorry. It wasn't supposed to go away.
Yeah.
Cyril, your turn to say sorry. And Cyril's like, I am sorry. You're my brother. I love you. It wasn't supposed to be like that. I got carried away.
Yep.
It was like, oh.
Yeah, I actually stopped watching it.
Because
I was like, this doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And like, again, good on Levon for just like, I'm not going to be a part of this.
Yeah. That's how he should have done it. He rolled up in a badass sweatsuit with some dope shoes on. And I was like, what's going on? Cyril comes out in the fucking East vs. West jersey. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, just imagine that.
And I was like, they're arm wrestling? And then he puts his, and I was like, he's got like a bracelet on, a watch on, he's got a fucking sweatshirt on. I'm like,
he's in chill mode.
What is happening? And then I see the score bug and I'm like, what? And then,
the fact that they threw the score up, that's wicked.
So, more bullshit calling out.
Yeah.
I make flyers and graphics.
Sure.
You don't do that by accident.
No. Well, that's the other
purposeful.
thing is like, to me, that was purposeful.
It's purposeful.
I think that was it was shady.
It's the most backhanded.
Shady.
It's beyond shady.
Yeah, I think it was shady.
That was like almost malicious, bro.
Yeah.
That was a professional flyer that it got out. A lot of people saw it. I never saw it. I just knew when they were announcing. Was it Ray?
Yeah.
He just said, he was like, don't go anywhere, guys. We have an exhibition match with Levon and Cyril Sarachev. And I was like, huh? What do you mean an exhibition match?
Yeah.
Like we shouldn't do that in arm wrestling.
No, not at all.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
No. Unless you're Shaquille O'Neal and Michael Jordan.
Right. You're like two random guys like Brian Shaw and Eddie Hall.
That's
an exhibition match,
exactly.
you know. Not
anymore, but yes, sure.
It was.
From now on, those are serious arm wrestlers.
Right. 100%.
But unless it's very juju move.
Right.
Like
not two arm wrestlers. Yeah. That
you could put an exhibition match between Mendagas and Cyril, or like something that's crazy. Yeah. 300 pounds versus pounds.
That's different.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Do you think Mendagas beats Brian Shaw?
No.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You think Mendagas beats Brian Shaw?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I think it could absolutely happen.
I mean, it can happen for sure. But I think if someone can teach Brian to just go like this and to really just chomp down.
I still think
Mendagas
is too fast.
Wow.
It's power.
Yeah, I think it's just still too new. 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Still moves around too rudimentary.
So big.
For a fucking assassin to snatch that thing. But it'd be fun.
It will definitely.
It's super fun to watch.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I want to watch Mendagas arm wrestle anybody. I guess he's my favorite guy.
I just feel like there's nobody else for him. You know, we can see what Giannis does. Yeah, for sure.
I think the match for him is just him and Arthur again.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, he has to go up.
Crazy.
That too.
Yeah, the fuckery needs to stop, guys, like at all levels. I'm talking athletes talking shit, telling amateurs to get in the super matches from the jump. Stop doing that. Like, let's train, let's do tournaments, let's figure out how to arm wrestle first. You know, using Aries to pump yourself up, but also, you know, get real matches going. Stop, you know, fluffing your ego up with just the guys in your hometown. You know, promoters, just do better. Holy shit, this is crazy. Like, that stuff shouldn't happen. We shouldn't have fake matches. We shouldn't, you know, gaslight or make champions feel lesser by making them go against a guy who's hasn't arm wrestled in God knows how long.
And then you throw on a fucking scoreboard.
Yeah.
And knowing that the champion has in his mind that he never wants to lose a super match.
Yeah. Right.
He never wants to
round.
Yeah. Not even a round.
Yeah.
And you do that to him, it's like,
that's crazy.
You're lucky this guy, he can just not arm wrestle in your fucking your shit anymore.
Right.
He can walk away.
Yeah.
He can just walk away.
Yeah.
Hence them doing an apology.
Yeah.
They knew this was not a good idea.
That was such a bad idea.
It was so bad that me, you, and everyone else didn't even tune into it.
Right.
You know what else is bad? Watching the after pull footage when the after pull footage is done on picnic tables.
No.
With fucking little cushions.
When was this?
Like, bro.
It is. Was it Vitaly?
Devin and Vitaly.
Oh, yeah. On
a fucking picnic table. Yeah.
On a table.
What?
There's an arm wrestling table there, boys.
There should be many.
Yeah. They should be having a great party. Everybody should have some fun. That would be great footage that they could chop up and have fun with.
I mean, I get it. Like, maybe they needed to get out of the venue at a certain time, but I feel like they've been there many times. Those people would have been like,
big party.
Yeah. No, it's fine. You guys can stay. Whatever, have a party. Do your thing.
Whatever we're doing, you would organize it in a way. There's a table around the best athletes of the sport in the world.
Yeah, I don't know. Man.
Because they always grip up after.
Yeah. I don't know who's advising them on all this shit. Like, it just seems so fucked up, like mismanaged.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think Travis kind of stated it in his last or maybe 2 podcasts ago, where it was like, he's literally telling everyone, like, yeah, East versus West, we need to tighten shit up.
Yeah, they do.
Like, and that's Travis.
Yeah, and that's it is.
So if he's saying that, then there has to be some sort of legitimacy to what he's saying.
100%. We can all see it. It's just, and that's what I'm thinking is
it's
not
the
there. Yeah. Like, how are they not having podcasts regularly? Like keep people hyped up. That's how you get more people interested in not even like just sport, your production.
Yeah.
You make you're already the most watched arm wrestling situation on the planet.
By far.
Yeah.
you want to get people to pay more for your pay-per-views, to join your memberships, give value back to the people so that they want to do that. Not complain about paying $20 for a pay-per-view and asking for pirated streams. Like, people do that all day long, every single time there's East vs. West, because they're not seeing the value in it.
Yeah. Like, if the UFC can't beat that, you're not going to beat that.
Right. You'll never beat it.
Through.
Yeah. You'll never beat. Which their platform, people were complaining about it sucked. I thought it was fucking awesome. Yeah. They had this fan reaction thing where you could record a short video of you going like,
really? I love that. Yes. Fucking, I was about to do it.
I was like, me too. I was like,
I don't know, but I wanted to. I was like, the same thing. I thought it was really dope.
Yes, and they had the chat, and it was everybody's name was anonymous, but they had a chat. People were talking. And you could play it on multiple devices in the same house. And I was like, this is fucking sick. Yeah. So if I'm watching on my phone and then I go into my bedroom, I can cast it to my TV or watch it on my computer. And people can be watching in different places in the house. Whereas most things, they put a wall on that because they don't want people sharing that. But I think that's the best way to do things. Let people fucking share it, man.
Whatever.
Like, fuck this shit.
I'm with you completely.
So they did better with that. 100%. Having their own website, getting away from the core sports thing, whatever. That probably makes sense for them. You know,
they asked for a lot of weird information.
You had to. No, that was never mind. No, it's the same. It's same as everything else. Yeah, just a regular sign up. But yeah, it was fucking great. I thought that shit was great. But when it comes to the production, man, I'm like, the level that you guys are at, and you're still, it seems like they're just chasing money. They're not actually for the community. Yeah. That's what I see when
they need more cameras here.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Just have a camera.
Yeah.
Like a tiny camera.
So we can see the hands.
A tiny camera right there. It's not that hard. You can probably build it in, right?
Yeah, you could definitely set it into the pack.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do shit like that.
Yep.
And I want to see where Michael Todd thought his finger was at.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see that.
Right.
Yeah, with a really rad slow-mo camera that's incredibly clear.
Yes.
Nothing would be more important. It would be like not having the camera at the end of a horse race.
Right. They're just like, I think that one won. Yeah.
And there's like, oh, there's no camera there.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It looked like that one won.
This was for $5 million. That's crazy.
Like for the number one contendership.
Like a photo finish.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like I said, like, we have all these imaginary lines that we go by in arm wrestling.
And we need to cut that out.
We do. We need to make lines. Wrestling, you know?
Make shit real clear.
Yeah.
Before we go, you want to talk technique.
Yeah. So I want to this is just a beta test on this. I don't know if we'll keep doing it, but I'm just going to bring up a technique, talk about it, or an idea of training, and just see what everybody's thoughts are on it.
Cool.
I watched a video literally 10 minutes before you got here, Coach Ray talking about cupping.
Yes.
And the reason why it hit me so hard is because there's terminology in arm wrestling that confuses the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like everybody refers to cupping as wrist flexion. Sure. It's like, okay, so when you do a forearm curl, this is what you're doing. And people think that that's cupping.
No.
It's not in arm wrestling. Cupping is the ability to make your arm slide or your wrist slide around the other person's hand.
And not just sliding here, but it can slide here.
Yeah, you can go back, too, but the idea is you're using your body to turn around the person's hand. You have to think that there's a wedge there and you're trying to get around it. You're not trying to always, there can be, points in time where you try to pull someone down, but it's much harder. Yeah. And then it also stops your ability to keep going.
Surf around.
Right. What do you guys think about that?
So I think John explains it really well when he talks about cupping. He talks about your hand, these fingers not being a powerhouse that crunches something up to enable you to cup, but instead he holds in a way that he has finesse. And the way he can move around. I think for me, cup is the most important part of my game. Whether that be a capped hand that's coming around this way and I'm coming around them here, gaining some cup, or getting to here where I can like look at my own hand. I think cupping is one of the most important parts.
Yeah. I mean, and this is someone who's been arm wrestling since 2019. I think I just have been able to generate a cup, and just because lack of knowledge and all that. But I mean, Todd Zilla says cupping is probably the most important thing. If we're training something every day, I think cupping is definitely the thing to be training, and in different angles. And what I think a lot of arm wrestlers need to get away from is like this kind of like vice grip. And we need to learn how to understand the pressures, not just in the tips, but in the other parts of our fingers.
Yeah.
The hand as a whole.
The hand as a whole, exactly.
It's more importantly there. And it's a problem that I've had the entire time arm wrestling because I'm a mechanic. I was a mechanic for a very long time. I'm used to crushing because you don't want tools to slip out of your hand. You need to loosen things up. They're fucking on there. It takes a lot of torque. So to hold on to that tool, you have to grip it and then you move, right? So you think when you grab someone's hand and you're like, you got a cup, man. And it's like, oh, what is that? It's like, well, you gotta do this. And it's like, okay, so you grip and you try to do this, and I can barely even flex my wrist now, and I have nothing in my hand.
Grippers,
right?
I can grab, let's say, a 2 and clank it.
Yep.
I can barely clank.
Right.
There's no clanking a 2.
Right.
I bet you I can't clank a 1.
Yeah. When you're in full wrist flexion. It's a big
like,
thing.
You're right. One of the bigger things, especially someone like you with the bigger hand and a dependable hand. My hand's not dependable. I had to learn to have finesse, right? I'm not clamping down and crushing you.
Right.
If I'm clamping down, it's because I think you're really fast.
Right.
And now I'm trying to slow you down because you're flashy.
Right.
But like, if I have a better option, as soon as like we grip up, if you change the color of your fingernails, man, you're going to make it so much easier for me to attack your hand because your pressure is you're already pushing it against my lever. Like, unless I can't crack it, right? I mean,
well, so there's caveats to all of it, right?
Yeah, to all of it.
I like to fight outside the strap too.
Yep.
So it's like, I will grab onto your hand so that you don't slip away.
Yeah.
But is that the right way to do it? No, not always. But it's like something that you have to think about. This is why this game is so awesome.
Dexterous.
Yeah. You have to always think about like, do I clamp down on this dude's top knuckle, or do I just focus on his where he pronates through, or should I just float and just put pressure through my fingers here and not even worry about it?
Or button these up on that index.
Well, am I going to push my thumb forward, or am I going to pull it back? Or like you said, push down. Like there's a lot to this game. This is
where the subtlety of arm wrestling.
That's why the camera has to be near.
It has to be.
You want to see what's going on.
Right.
I mean, a lot of data is just given once you grip up with a guy. So,
it is. Well, after a while.
I know. So it's one of those things that it's hard to really understand. And I think as the sport continues to progress, hopefully we'll have more understanding through science where it is exactly that we need to be focusing on, because we haven't gotten there yet with this sport.
I'd say that Giannis and Coach Ray currently are doing the best
for sure
analysis of those pressures.
They are. They definitely are. Yeah. They understand the game very well, being that they've done it for so long at the highest level.
Yeah, because there was nobody, even when I started arm wrestling in 2019, there was nobody talking about that.
Yeah, it was a lot of bro science, and the bro science does work, but like not just it. The reason why powerlifting numbers are getting so big now, there's more strong men in the world. Yeah, because everybody's teaching you how to do, lift the most weight with the best technique. And then you also get strong.
Yeah.
So now everybody's numbers are just going through the roof. And it hasn't hit arm wrestling yet. They're trying to get there. People are pushing it.
It's probably why the Eastern Europeans are so much stronger, because in their gyms, their bro science is less bro than
right, 100%.
Like you have like Ivan Matsashenko. If you look at his gym, he's like got pulleys, he's got weight calipers, he has all types of shit.
And Igor, same thing. And it's a lot of the Olympic lifting was taken from the Eastern Europeans and applied to American powerlifting because they are the ones that broke it all down. And we're like, well, this is how you're going to get the strongest. Like, this is how you do
cycles?
Yeah, there's cycles. Yeah, exactly. You mean I just can't just
get stronger at a certain level, a certain time?
Yeah. But it's growing. People are catching on, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah, man.
So,
it is.
Anyway, that's what we got.
We're at a cool time.
Yeah. Oh, great time. We have East vs. West 17 coming up.
East vs. West 17.
Yeah.
Ungerbayev is coming to Texas.
No.
Yeah. He's on the card now.
Crazy.
That's gonna be awesome.
Oh my gosh. That's exciting.
Yep.
Yeah.
You might want to clip that. Ungerbayev is coming to Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know who his opponent is.
Man.
That's going to be crazy.
It's not a North American against him.
I
don't think any.
Todd. It could be Todd.
Rematch.
Yeah, could Todd just get up right now and do it again?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I don't think
he blew. I don't think he blew too much.
Yeah, he didn't take it.
It's going to be Todd.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Arlington, Texas.
Yes.
March 29th.
Yes, sir.
East vs. West 17.
Yes.
They should do every East vs. West of Texas.
Yes.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
Yeah, that's going to be great. Arena. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We'll all be there.
I can't wait. I'm still where. So you're going?
I think we're going to drive up on the 29th.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm going up Thursday.
I'll be there on Friday. So I think, damn it. Well, we could do it before. I wonder what time the show starts.
Maybe we'll get there Friday. Maybe. It's on me. Don't worry. It's on me.
It's your.
Yeah,
all right. So I would like to do a podcast before, even if it's only like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
From the hotel.
I don't have to have a dinner on Friday. It's okay.
On Friday night, I would make myself available for that.
Friday night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because tournament's
Friday. That's after. Hopefully, the tournament's not too late. Because I don't want, I want everybody to be able to do their thing.
Yeah, last time it wasn't too late.
Okay.
It started early.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. That was a good podcast.
Peace out all.
Later.
See you guys. Thanks.
203. Is your wife waiting for you in the car? That's what I thought was happening.